Alright, what's going on, guys? Jordo Bombay here with another episode of Jordo's Classics. We are still here playing SLY 2, Band of Thieves. We've spent significantly more time on this game than we did on the previous game, which I'm all for because I absolutely love this game. And I gotta say, I absolutely like it more than the first one, which is kind of rare in sequels, so that's nice to see. But before we get into episode 6 here, let's do a little bit of a recap. So, if you haven't been following along, if this is the first time you've been here, just know we've already beaten the first SLY game. We're on SLY 2. We're going to be starting episode 6. I believe this will actually be our 11th video on this one. So, a lot of videos there. But first things first, in the intro, we got introduced to the new group that SLY is going up against here. It's called the Claw Gang. They stole the parts to the clockwork, just basically the robot of it, from the Egyptian National History Museum. So, we kind of saw that happen in the intro. We met some new characters. We met Constable Neela, who was Carmelita Fox's partner. Then in episode 1, we went with the first member of the Claw Gang. That was Dimitri. He is a nightclub owner. He had the clockwork tail feathers. He was using them to be printing off money, but we were able to get those back from him. Episode 2, we met Rajan, the second member. He is a spice lord for the Claw Gang. What he had in this part was the clockwork wings. He was just kind of showing them off to people. We ended up getting those wings back, but we didn't have a showdown with Rajan yet. But then we got to episode 3. We went to a different area of India, and we ended up finding out that he had the clockwork heart. We were able to get those parts because it was split in two. However, we were betrayed by Neela, who was helping us out in the first 2 episodes, and she ended up getting Sly, Murray, and Carmelita arrested. They arrested Carmelita just saying that she'd been working with him, which is the reason why Sly had never been caught. So what ended up happening next, we were introduced to the Contessa. She was a member of Interpol. She ran a prison where she was a hypnotist. However, she was also working with the Claw Gang, just kind of on the side. She was making money by hypnotizing criminals and getting them to tell her where their loot is. So we didn't get any clockwork parts here, but playing as just Bentley, we were able to break Sly out, and then we were able to use Sly and Bentley to help get Murray out. After that, we ended up going after the Contessa, and we ended up figuring out that she had the clockwork eyes. It did take a bit of time, massive map, but we were actually able to get those eyes back. And it looks like Neela is still going to be the ones that are chasing down Sly, Bentley, and Murray, however. So, after all that recapping, after this long intro, we're about to get into this this cutscene for you guys to meet the new member of the Claw Gang that we haven't seen yet. His name is Jean Bisson. Episode is called He Who Tames the Iron Horse. Now, before we start up this cutscene, please be sure to like and subscribe. Now, obviously, if you like the video, if you like my channel, subscribe, please. That'd be fantastic. It helps out with the algorithm, helps me get more views, helps us grow the channel, and it's a great free way to help me out. But without further ado, let's get started.
Following the trail of spice shipments, we made our way up to Nunavut Bay, Canada, the secret hub of Jean Bisson's shipping empire. As a young man, he trekked across Canada to strike it rich during the gold rush of 1852. An avid prospector, he took some chances and ended up buried alive in an avalanche. Miraculously, the quick freeze kept him alive, and 120 years later, thanks to global warming, he thawed out. A product of his time, he dreams of taming the wild north, damming every river and chopping down all the trees, with progress delivered at the sharp end of an axe. Shipping spice for the Claw Gang proved a lucrative way to bankroll his one-man war against nature. And yet, I have to feel a little sorry for him. He's just a normal guy from the 1850s. Back in his day, he'd be a hero, but today, he's a villain. Either way, that man's got more than his fair share of the clockwork parts. What a low-tech guy like Jean Bisson is doing with robot parts is a mystery. I almost don't want to know. But as always, it's only a matter of time before I find out.
I've got a lead on the clockwork
All right, so we heard the cutscene there. It is Jean Bisson, or if you're not French, Jean Bison, I guess would be the best way to call it. But yeah, no. So frozen guy got thawed out. Basically a lumber. He's a bison that's a lumberjack. That's about it. It's probably the best way to describe him. This episode, it's kind of taking part in Canada. I know the last one took place in Prague, I believe, if I recall correctly, which I typically do whenever it comes to this game. But these next two episodes are probably my two favorite areas. I am from Minnesota, just to clarify, so people are probably gonna joke and say, yeah, of course it's your favorite, dude. It's Canada. What do you expect? But I just like the vibe of it. I love, the northern stuff like this. Personally, that's just me. But this area is really cool. It's, to me though, like looking back on it now as an adult, it looks a lot smaller compared to the previous, 4. But it's very easy to get around this one. That's why I like this.
But don't be fooled. It's the control center for Jean Bisson's trade empire. Sneak inside and raid his files. You're sure to find out where he keeps his clockwork parts.
Ransacking his files doesn't sound hard. Now, climbing up a sheer rock wall, that'll be a challenge.
You're in luck. Before Jean Bisson took over, this used to be a popular destination for rock climbers. Some of their old wall hooks are still around.
I'm guessing I just jump and hit the circle button to latch on.
That's right. And remember to lean back before you spring off the hook. You'll get more altitude.
Thanks for the tip. I'll give it a try.
Everything is just jumping on this one, but these guys are annoying.
Jackpot, Sly. That's Jean Bisson.
Never understood how he didn't see us when he first walked in.
Just stay out of sight and take a picture of each of his train routes. They should narrow our search for his share of the clockwork parts.
All right, I'm on it.
Hello, Arpeggio here.
Salutations, Mr. Arpeggio. Y'all got time to shoot the breeze?
Of course, for you, chum, always. Although must we communicate through that dreadful speakerphone?
Yeah, I can think better while my legs move.
Very
Blood to your brain.
self-aware of this game, being like, do we have to talk through speakerphone?
One must keep blood in one's brain. But do tell, is there some pressing matter you'd like to discuss?
First off, are you still coming on schedule to get that Northern Lights battery?
Yes, we're well underway. My blimp should arrive at the end of the week.
Bullseye. For a second, when you gonna give me a look-see at that clockwork brain of yours? I'd sure like to buy it off you.
Be song, you cavalice troglodyte. You've already got the lion's share of the parts. Would you take my meager portion of the robotic bird for your own extreme?
Sly, did you hear
Guess we
that?
learned where the clockwork
Bisson's
brain
hidden
is.
the Iron Horse blueprints in his trophy bass.
Alright, so I took pictures too quickly, but in the game, he does talk to him about where he keeps the blueprints to his stuff. He keeps them inside of the trophy basses at the,
Now get out of that cabin before you're
in
spotted.
each of his cabins,
Sounds like
so
you're making capital use of your share of the robotic loot. But for now, the clockwork brain
speak
stays with me on the blimp. Although, when I arrive to pick up
So
the
he's talking to
Northern Lights
Arpeggio,
battery,
that's the last member of the Claw Gang. He lives on a blimp, so we'll be coming across him
After
later.
analyzing
As we all
Bisson's
know.
decorating techniques, I think we'll find the other trophy bass above the mantle in the 2 remaining cabins.
Come on. Okay, come on. I feel like I was in a bad spot there. Here. So, if that thing sees me, it just pumps out a bunch of bad guys there. Kind of like the elephants in the second episode.
Yep, just like I thought. It's to the fish above the mantle and steal those blueprints.
Attention all cabin guards. I've heard tell from the boys at Ponderosa Cabin there's someone been in my hidden blueprints. Everyone station.
Two down, one to go.
Oh, that took the blueprints. That was in his cap. I wonder if bison have like bad eyesight. It's like a joke on that. Oh yeah, I'm also sure you guys have noticed there are different guards in this one. And keeping with the stereotypical guards in each of the games with their areas. This one I think it's moose, beavers. Obviously a bison's the main villain. Ducks. There's one. Last one. Road. There's also bears up here too. You can not attack the bears whatsoever. They will just absolutely kill you, but they'll also kill the other guards if they get in their way, so that's nice. Bears will help you out there. That's a brand new one for us. It's a ruby. That one. Alright. Very lucky with the clues. We haven't really struggled with finding them. A lot easier than the last game. Duck. Oh, looks like a goat again. It's kind of lazy. We did that with the second and third episodes. Right? Yes. Because the Contessas, they were bats and wolves. First one was... I don't know what the animals are, but I can see them in my head.
The last trophy bass is above the fireplace. Be careful.
Looks like we found the vault too. It's right next to another duck. This one's probably the hardest one to navigate around. I'm going to attack this guy because they'll be able to hear that. But what we can do is we can jump around here. That. These guys are blind.
Exceptional work, Sly. That's the last of the blueprints.
That. For a game that was 20 years old, the movement in this game is very smooth, which is nice.
Armed with all three blueprints, we should be able to isolate and track the Iron Horse trains through that satellite dish.
Top of the mountain, huh? Shouldn't take long.
Yeah, also you can jump onto those trains and they get you around a little bit quicker, so that's nice. This map's not very, it's not as dense, especially as the last one. Very stark contrast from the last, honestly, 2 episodes, because those ones were a lot more vertical. Obviously, there's this big vertical area on this one, but there's very few buildings. It's very difficult to get lost. It's really easy in this episode for Bentley and Murray to get around too, so that's nice. I haven't seen this one yet either. Some sapphire. Get. Got 12. Good news is that they don't make it super confusing. Finding all these clues too. It's not like some are just inside random buildings, or there's not, you know, some on the trains randomly. Nothing like that. I haven't heard what that one is. Nobody get to it. Oh.
This appears to be the only way up. Keep an eye out for those rock climber wall hooks. They might be useful.
Oh.
This is great. We've got total access to the train's GPS system. It's all on my computer. Head back to the safe house. I'll crunch some numbers and give you and Murray the rundown.
Easy. Another mission well done. Job completed. In the book. I should get me one of those books, like a little planner like that. I have little SLY stickers in there. Probably not. I'm almost 30.
Thanks to SLY's efforts, we now know the location of all 3 of the local clockwork parts. 2 lugs and a stomach. John Bisson has grafted each piece to the engine in one of his Iron Horse trains. This improvement allows the trains to run all night and all day. We won't have the luxury of sneaking in while they're stopped. While they're in motion, the only way aboard is through a hatch on the caboose roof, which unfortunately has been locked down. These need to go. First, collect the spice gas from the balloons above town, and then land on the back of the caboose to blow off the locks. Once the way is cleared, I'll suit up and jump into Iron Horse number 1 while it passes near town. With some luck, we'll have the first clockwork lug in a few hours.
Alright, so we heard him. He's got the clockwork stomach. It's a little odd, obviously. So just 2 SLY missions. Okay with that. Obviously, it's a very odd choice in the clockwork parts to pick. It seems like all they did was just they each kind of got to pick out what they wanted. But I guess for what he was trying to do, it's pretty smart. Way to make your trains be running 4/7. I really like these boats. Okay, I know it's another pet peeve kind of thing by me. It's kind of annoying. I understand that. I'm sorry, but I gotta know, how did they? Where did we drive in from? Okay, but there's actually multiple different areas you can drive in from. You're not on multiple different islands, but where we come from with this safe house. Also, how did he park like this? I feel like the van is wider than this. No? Games like this don't appeal to guys like me, man. What's the point, you know? Alright, let's get a couple missions. Found a bunch of clothes over here. Aha. Nope, shut up. Yeah, it's the exact same thing as the second and third episodes. It even gets hit the same way the goat does. That's a little lazy. That's unfortunate. These trains also hit people too, so that's nice. I've absolutely died by the train a few times. Hey, look at that. That's just lucky.
SLY, it's awful. I can't believe it.
Slow down, Bentley. What happened?
Murray, he went out looking for a snack and got captured by Inspector Fox.
Oh boy.
Carmelita? She's here? Don't worry, Bentley. I know how to handle her.
But I don't know where she's locked up Murray. I'm used to having all the facts.
Calm down. Carmelita's Nela's not cruel like the Contessa. I'll follow her without being seen. She's bound to check on Murray sooner or later.
Okay, that's a good plan. Just don't get caught too. I don't want to be alone again.
Yeah, damn. Bentley's probably just kind of gone through it. Like that. Don't blame him for thinking like that. Guess she's still around. Still arresting people too. Typical. She's out here one-shotting fools. Where's the body cam footage, you know? That dude was just existing. Who was this guy? That health. I like the fishing boats. I like that vibe. Will answer like those attacks too, so gotta stay away from that. Shoot this guy. Look, there's Murray. She's definitely about to shoot this duck. Goes. What, like 4 people get murdered?
Hey, criminal. You doing okay in there? I know it's tight, but you won't get shocked if you hold still.
Definitely gonna start referring to my friends as criminals. Just be like, hey criminal, what's up, dog?
Jelly beans. I was starving.
Won't be long now. Once I bust the other members of your gang, we'll get out of here.
I'm grateful for the jelly beans and all, but aren't you on the outs with Interpol right now?
I'm an honest cop. Busting the Cooper gang will prove my innocence and show everyone that Constable Neela set me up.
You mean Captain Neela? I hear she got promoted.
Whatever. Just sit tight. I'm going to look for your pals.
Gotta love a criminal that talks trashy when he's behind bars. Respect.
Murray, I've come to break you out.
Fat chance. This thing is triple padlocked and Inspector Fox is carrying all the keys.
Come on, buddy. You know I'm an expert at pickpocketing.
She's tough, Sly. If you manage to get a key, you'd better run for it. Carmelita's sure to notice and chase after you.
Leave her to me.
Yeah, I got this. Doesn't even trust me. Thought we were friends. So this is going to be kind of like when we had to pick the Contessa's pocket. You could feel it. There we go. Got one.
What? My keys!
Alright. This. This as well. Whoa, 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 wait a minute. Excuse me? How did you know I was doing that?
And you're mine.
Just do another one right here. We'll just jump right over this ledge. Have to run around.
You can't sneak up on me.
Get up on this building. Get up on the railroad too. Look at that. She gave up so quick. Or not. She's back.
I don't know where you went, but I know where you're
Not.
going. Jail.
Should have killed that beaver. Holy crap. Oh, shoot. Great. Damn, he just tried to shoot a cop. That was a completely involuntary sound that came out of me. You know that?
I felt that, thief.
She doesn't know who it is. What a dummy. See if I can get away from her before we get over to if I can just run along this and she just gives up. Nice. Oh, I'd already be there. Like it. Come on, just give up. Come on.
Run, sissy. Run and hide.
Sissy? Well, that was the quickest I've ever done this mission.
Thanks, pal. I was getting a Charlie horse standing in that box.
My pleasure. You know how I love to mess around with Carmelita.
Yeah, that's weird. See you back at the safe house.
A great reaction. Got one more mission for Sly. Yep. Go. All right. Cave. Cross that.
Okay, Sly, we need to break into the Iron Horse trades, but the only way in, through the caboose, is locked. To blow the locks off, you'll need to collect the ultra-unstable denatured spice gas from those balloons floating above town.
How am I supposed to get up there to collect the spice gas?
Murray's already commandeered this ice plane. Jump on its strut, and he'll fly you up to a good paragliding altitude. Oh, and strap on a special vacuum backpack. It'll automatically collect the spice gas after you've popped a balloon.
Sounds like fun.
Once you've collected enough gas, you'll have to land directly on the train's caboose.
Why directly on the caboose?
Denatured spice gas is very unstable at lower altitudes. Unless you land on the caboose, you won't have time to get the gas tank to the lock before it blows up.
So you're saying I either land on the caboose or get blown to bits?
That's correct. Chemicals chemistry can be a harsh mistress.
Oh, they never once brought up that Murray could fly until this mission.
Hang on tight.
When did this happen?
Going up. Remember to use your paraglider.
Alright, so we just gotta land on these balloons and then land on a train.
The spice gas is lighter than air. Popping balloons should keep you aloft.
Little meter on the backpack is showing us how much spice we have. Okay. Okay. Thought I missed those. Why don't you steal the parts and steal that plane? Obviously find a way to get the van on it, but he found a way to park it over there. Could just do that. The crappy part about this mission is that those trains, they go into tunnels as well.
That did it. You got a full
So,
tank of gas.
gotta make sure that you
Time
get to it
land
before
on a
they go into
caboose.
tunnels. Like this one right underneath me is about to go into a tunnel. It's a really short one, but this one directly below me though it isn't. So first, it's back by the plane. I'll land on this one first. All just to get rid of the padlocks. Classic 2000 slow-mo.
Back to the
Love to
ice
see
plane.
it.
2 more cabooses to blow open.
Okay, come on. Truck. Oh. Okay, we're almost at the plane anyway. Ooh, you dumb goat.
Here we go again.
I also really like the music to this episode. Just little acoustic strings here and there.
The gas tank is full.
Go.
Find a caboose
Bad boy right
and
here.
try for a landing.
Shoot. Like this mission. So I don't get hurt by blowing up. Apparently. I understand. I only got a children's one.
The gas tank is full. Find a caboose and try for a landing.
Eagles do as well. Go. Right on the target too.
Meet Murray at the ice plane. You guys are doing great. There's just one caboose left.
Right above it too. Timed that perfectly.
One more caboose. Try not to get blown up.
All the words of encouragement by Murray there though. Straight blown up.
target the last caboose.
Oh shit. Too low here. Let's go.
Yes, you guys did it! All the Iron Horse trains are unlocked!
Oh. Hey, look at that. Perfect. 5 more. Lone moose. That. There it is. Four more. Hopefully we'll just come across more organically so we can search around. Let's sell some stuff first. Swimming in coin. Like Scrooge McDuck over here.
This here's John Masson. That was a quality job you boys did unloading the spice off them boats. Soon enough, I'll have one of them special Iron Horse trains come by and pick it all up for distribution. Stay sharp, and once this here spice business is taken care of, we'll have ourselves a hunting party. Go out into the woods and kill us some bears, eh?
Bison that hunts
According to
bears.
this
Love to see it.
timetable, Iron Horse number 1 should be passing by any time now.
I see it. It's moving awfully fast.
Just jump on the caboose and go in through the hatch. Piece of cake.
Having Bentley do this. Just me. Seems more like a SLY mission. A lot of mobility here. Go. I love the way that he jumps. You see how his head moves? Like his hat comes off. Oh boy. Absolutely fighting them though. They don't realize who they're messing with, you know? Ever been hit by a turtle with a crossbow? Never been hit by a duck with a shovel either. Fair. Yeah, that dipstick fell off by himself there. That's not me. It's me. Alright, yeah, I'm not fighting these guys. I could just blow up the one guy. Nah. Definitely a lot harder to do this with Bentley than it is with SLY. Right, there we go. Oh boy. Fast too. Nowhere, like, in the, when you're running around with Bentley, nowhere in that is, like, the train going around here. Hey, look at that, first clockwork part.
Outstanding. Chalk up one strange robot organ for us, and one less Iron Horse train for John Bassan.
Oh boy, Bentley. So we have yet to play as Murray. Or do a mission as Murray, I should say.
Things are going great. We've already stolen one of Jean Bassan's 3 clockwork parts. However, Iron Horse 2 and 3 are going to be a little tougher to crack. First, I'll need to hop aboard Iron Horse 2 and do a little preemptive RC chopper strike to clear out the air defenses. Once cleared, it'll be up to Sly to work his magic in the interior to get at that second clockwork lug. Murray, you'll need to trap some of the local bear cubs in order to unlock a nearby hand car. We're gonna need it to catch up with Iron Horse number 3. But don't worry, the cubs won't be hurt. Although I can't say the same for the guards.
Alright guys, you heard him. Gotta kidnap some bear cubs, do some RC work, steal some more parts. Typical Bentley plan. But that's going to be it for this video. I appreciate anybody that did make it this far. I love this episode. It feels like it's going a lot faster than the other ones. And also, there's not nearly as much on the map that I have to focus on. It's not as vertical as the last one. The last one's cool in its own ways, though. Don't get me wrong. I really, really like that map. But I just like this one a little bit more. But like I said, that is going to be it. If you did make it this far into the video, thank you so much. I really appreciate anybody that is watching, whether it's a minute or all 40. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And if you could, just hit that like, hit the subscribe if you haven't already. Helps the channel and the video out a lot. But thank you guys again so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one.